Like if I'm not selling something, I just do this and then I realize it gets sold within 24 hours. So this is like my secret sauce. My name is Oksana. I'm a Facebook official employee. I have been selling on Marketplace for the past few years and have made thousands of dollars along the way. So I'm gonna share 3 things with you that I feel like are really practical. The very first thing is to just have a basic understanding and culture of Facebook Marketplace. What are people searching for? What's the current trend of today's year? There are a lot of things that I donate just because I don't really have the time for them, but I know that there are some things that will sell and I focus on really capitalizing on those because I know they will bring me money. No offense, but like those old grandma couches, the leather couches, floral couches, just take them to Goodwill. Nobody wants to buy them. So the second thing is you need to have basic skill sets of Facebook language. When you are posting your title and your description, those are not necessarily the most important things that people are reading. In fact, people are seeing the pictures. So think aesthetics, think what is it representing? What is it? Is it easy to understand what your picture is selling? And that is really what you want to focus on. So when it comes to sellable language, you also want to be extremely honest when it comes to selling. I just feel like it's so wrong when you're selling a used product and then you don't list out if it's stained or broken or damaged or has some sort of issues, because people are spending time and money to come out of their way to pick up something that they think they're getting a good deal for, and when it's like not really what they're expecting, it's just wrong. So just don't do it. Just don't be that person. So if there's a scratch somewhere, show it. People will buy the scratched item if they know what they're expecting. Don't be afraid to list those just because they have damage, but just be sure to let people know. Just kind of a side note, having more pictures and videos is so helpful. Like now Facebook Marketplace has a video feature which goes up to 60 seconds and it's amazing because you can actually talk about it. You can say this is what it is, this is where I bought it, this is what I loved about it, and you can really sell your product by that as well as your photos. The other thing is listing dimensions and list any kind of details that you want them to know, and that will eliminate a lot of those DMs that are saying what's the height, what's the dimensions, because you can just say, hey, refer back to the photos, they're all listed there. That will make you an excellent seller. I'm a 5-star seller, so I understand people want those questions answered without having to do a lot of work. Now, another thing that you can do when it comes to photos is listing the original retail price. And so if you are selling a rug, let's just say for example, and it was originally $150 at Target, you can show that listing there so people feel like they're getting more value by your lower price. You can also list the descriptions that Target has displayed because they have all the details, right? Like the materials used and where it was made and the brand that it was used, and that eliminates you from having to do a lot of work on your end. And so it makes you a smart seller and an honest seller, and also showing that value, saying, hey, I have this rug for 60 bucks. It was 150. You're getting an amazing deal. Buy it. And last but not least, that sellable language. Think in terms of what are people instantly going to impulse buy and gravitate towards. So if I'm selling a shirt, I wouldn't say red shirt. I would say something like feminine maroon blouse or express brand maroon shirt. Something like that where it really sells that value of what people are wanting to experience. And that's kind of like an experience when you're buying something on Marketplace. It's like a super fun official thrift store, and people literally have Facebook accounts just for Marketplace. So make it worth their time. Use words like extremely soft, cozy, feminine, modern farmhouse, Target, IKEA lamp. Use things that people will search for, and that will make your post stand apart as well. The third tip, which is like my favorite tip, this is how I literally, like if I'm not selling something, I just do this and then I realize it gets sold within 24 hours. So this is like my secret sauce. Is that even a thing? People even say that? Anyways, staging. So when you are selling, let's just go back to that example of a rug. So if you're staging something, don't just ball it up and take a picture. Please don't do that. Just don't do that. Just don't. Roll it out, vacuum it, freshen it, put it next to a chair or a table, stage it, put some cute pillows, put your finest decor around it, and let people see this is what you're getting, and letting them visualize what that rug could look like will let you sell that piece extremely fast. And so I see so many things on Marketplace where people just take a picture and like around it is like, ew, like there's like trash around there and toys scattered everywhere and food, and it's like, I'm not I'm not gonna buy that table. You know, there's a cat on it. Like, I don't know how sanitary that is, no. So you wanna be able to sell it in a way that's staged and presentable. So think in terms of like IKEA, mannequins, when you go shopping at home furniture stores, they're not just selling you a couch, they're selling you a living room. They're saying, get this lamp, get the rug, get the side decor, get the candle. And next thing you know, you're like, man, I want this whole thing. And you're taking pictures and you're inspired, because that is the point. Really understanding how to bring the value into the customer. Because even though it's like a thrift store online, you can still set yourself apart as a professional, excellent seller. Why do I keep doing this? It's so weird. Never talk like this. So an example I had was I bought a hutch for $300. I really needed to sell it off. I had the hardest time because hutches are outdated. Nobody wants them. Everything's like open shelving, modern, minimal aesthetic. And the hutches and the vintage styles just was not selling for me when I was trying to do it. And so what I ended up doing is I ended up changing the scenery of where I put the hutch, and then I put lighting in there. I staged it with white plates and white china, and like, I made it so cute. And then I sold it for $800. Somebody picked it up the next day, and I honestly can't believe that I sold it, because that was like, I think I had it up for like 8 months. So believe me when I say staging matters, it really matters. Like, oh my gosh, it matters so much. Because I love this subject so much, I'm gonna show you guys kind of like how I do it, and then I'll take you along the journey with me. So if at any point this video is helpful to you or was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, I'm gonna show you some actual examples. I'm gonna take you guys to some harder pieces, and hopefully this will help you. Okay, so welcome to my garage. I basically have a bunch of stuff that I put aside here that I need to sell. So here I have an IKEA desk, I have some little organizers, I have this little bar cart, just some fun stuff. I have some decor. So anyways, I kind of lay everything aside of what I want to sell, and then I go from there. So the first thing first is I will put it aside, which I just did. The second thing is I will make sure I have really good lighting. So I just go around a natural light or something like that. And then I take some really good pictures. And again, be honest. So here we have a lot of scratches and stains. So I could definitely take a beautiful picture like this, but it doesn't show how the reality looks like. So be honest in your sale. So this is how I see people take pictures. They go like this and they take this picture. Willow? That's fine, I guess that's realistic. So they take this picture of this desk with a dog, with trash, with just stuff everywhere. Like, come on, this is gross, don't do that. So what you ought to do is take this desk and stage it in a way of, will your customer actually use this desk? So put a planner on it, put a light on it, put some pens around it, and make that really work for you. Second example, so here I am selling this rug. What I see people do is they will take a picture like this, okay? And it's like, no. Oh, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Why do people do this? And then you wonder why you're unsuccessful and why you have people scamming you, because just don't. Take a good picture, roll it out, stage it, put it around pretty furniture, and make it count. Make your picture worth 1,000 words. Like, seriously, it says everything. Man, I'm getting worked up. I'm getting worked up, y'all. Getting worked up. I have sold probably like $600 worth of clothes before, and I have been very successful. So when it comes to clothes, a lot of people will just like bag it up and just say, like, here's a bunch of clothes. Don't do that. What you ought to do is just lay out a couple pieces, like your finest pieces, and kind of list all the brands that are in those bags kind of all throughout. So don't lie about it. Don't say you only have American Eagle when the rest is like Walmart. You know what I mean? Lay out your American Eagle, lay out your Target, lay out your J. Crew, and then list everything that you have, and then just say variety. Show the sizes, show how it fits. You can even be the model and just block out your face if you don't want to. Like, just be realistic and don't just show bags, but actually show reality. I am literally repeating myself, but I think you guys get the point. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment below. This is just kind of like an introductory overall Facebook Marketplace, but I can show you guys a separate video of actually walking you step by step through it. Anyways, hope y'all have a good day. Bye.